You guys might not know this about me, but I'm actually a pretty active Overwatch player. Yeah, I'm not proud, but you know what? Some people pre-ordered Minecraft Dungeons, so it's not the worst decision I could have made. Anyway, aside from me flexing the rank I have in a dying game, I bring this up because a couple months ago, as part of the Overwatch 2 Electric Boogaloo updates, Blizzard announced that Overwatch PvP, a game that normally costs $20, would be going free-to-play this fall. And as a Minecraft YouTuber, I couldn't help but wonder, what if Minecraft did the same thing? On the outside, the two games have a lot of similarities. They cost a similar amount, they've won a lot of awards, and they're both rage-inducing.
Back Andy, actually just carry them so hard.
This game! I'm done!
But in my opinion, the biggest thing they share is the competition they've had from other games. Remember when Fortnite came out and everyone was talking about how Fortnite is going to be the end of Minecraft? Spoiler alert, it totally wasn't. Well, 2 years ago, the same happened with Overwatch and Valorant. Actually, both Minecraft and Overwatch have had a lot of competition from games such as Valorant, Fortnite, Roblox, Apex Legends, League of Legends, Genshin Impact, CSGO, PUBG, Rocket League, Call of Duty Warzone, and you want to know what all those games have in common? They're all free. Well, maybe not always, some of these games weren't always free to play, but as of the year 2022, every game that I just mentioned is free to play. Say there, you got yourself a PC, a monitor, a mouse and keyboard even? Well, congratulations, you're the newest recipient of every multiplayer game released after 2016. And Overwatch will be joining that party in October, which means that every single game I've mentioned in this video except Minecraft is free with your PC. Makes you think, doesn't it? Why does it seem like every game is free to play nowadays? Does Minecraft need to get with the program, or would that actually cause more harm than good to Mojang, Microsoft, and us, the players? We're gonna break all that down in this video, so stay tuned, but first, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. Yeah, you know the drill, say it with me, class. Only a small percentage of my viewers are actually subscribed, so please consider subscribing. It's totally free. Seriously though, thanks for helping me out. I appreciate your support. Unlike what a lot of other people have been saying, I don't think Minecraft is dying. Sure, Mojang has made a lot of questionable decisions recently with their game, but the community is doing fine, especially compared to a lot of other games. Kids growing up these days will be saving their iTunes gift cards that they got for Christmas to buy Minecraft on the App Store, while the more seasoned veterans like me still find themselves coming back to the game. God, that's fucking depressing. I mean, I'm 20 years old. I started playing this game when I was 10. I'm almost old enough to gamble, and my house still looks like a shelf from IKEA. So I think Mojang is pretty well off with the giant community they already have. But what if it was even bigger? I foresee a future where the whole world knows Minecraft, where the children run in the streets playing TNT tag, where the babies are sung to sleep using the sweet, sweet melodies of C418, where the Declaration of Independence has been transferred over to Book and Quill, and the whole nation can sleep peacefully at night because yes, there are no monsters nearby. I foresee a future that is indeed Minecraft. For a lot of people, especially kids, the $30 paywall or $7 on mobile can be a pretty big deterrent from the game entirely. They either can't afford it or they don't feel like the price is worth it. So they watch from afar, they find alternatives, and they even pirate the game. Making Minecraft free to play would solve all of these problems and the community would grow a ton. I mean, just look at Roblox. It's a free to play sandbox game that's targeted towards kids and they're doing just fine. And this game came out in the same year as Cars. I think a lot of people underrate how big the community would grow if the game was free to play, and having a bigger community means more hype, more content, and it's just great for the game overall. Now, in anticipation of me making this video, I ran a poll on my channel asking you guys what you thought about Minecraft being free to play, and the results were more than predictable. This looks like the 2020 mob vote, you know, the one that the Glow Squid won. So let's look at some of the responses. Let's first tackle the biggest myth out of all of them. Mojang and Microsoft would go bankrupt if they made their game free to play. First of all, it's pretty obvious that they've made a lot of money off of the game over the past decade. So even if they cut off all the revenue and made their game free to play, they'd still be pretty well off. But let's look back at those free to play games that I mentioned. All of these games are profitable, and I think you all know why. Free to play is not the same thing as saying the game is free. Drop Tilted Towers for free in a game of Fortnite all you want, but if you want any of the special skins, weapons, emotes, and more that all the cool kids have, you're gonna need to drop the credit card as well. The same can be said about pretty much any other free to play game. Sure, you might be playing the same game as everyone else, but if you want to look and feel the same, suddenly free to play doesn't seem so free to play. But you guys are already ahead of the curve. You brought this up to me in your comments. In order for Minecraft to go free to play like everyone else, else, they would need to add some sort of cosmetics or microtransactions to make a profit. Oh wait! Buzz Lightyear adventure map for just 1340 mine coins or $7.99. 1 block skyblock starting at $4.99. Texture packs for $4. This game already costs $30, you pieces of shit. Oh look, they have emotes too, and they're $4. Look, I know the marketplace is trying to help both creators and Minecraft turn a profit, but come on, man. You know how many impressionable kids are watching this 100 days type content on YouTube, and they're gonna see this in the marketplace and be like, oh my god, I saw like my favorite YouTuber do this, and I gotta buy the game mode, and they spend like $3 to $5 on each of these. Like, dude, especially since you can do this kind of thing for free on Java Edition, they should at least make Bedrock free to play and then charge extra mine coins for all this fancy stuff. Like, it just feels so weird to me that they have all these in-app purchases and the game is still $30. Another pretty common concern among my commenters was that multiplayer would die because alt accounts are free and there would be a lot of hackers. I do agree with this, partially. Minecraft themselves would need to find a way to deal with hacked clients if PvP was gonna last. However, I want to point something else out. Sure, free to play means more hackers, but it also means more normal players, which under certain circumstances would dilute the concentration of hackers in your games. Another thing to consider is that until recently, alt accounts used by hackers were a couple cents, and even nowadays only a couple of bucks. There's also many hackers who will hack no matter how much it costs them, and there's really not much we can do about them. Going free to play and modifying the game a little bit to make it harder to hack might actually decrease how many hackers show up, but it's still a fair concern to have. The final big point that you guys made to me was that Minecraft is already fairly priced given how much you get out of the game, and the developers deserve the money. And I totally agree, I've definitely gotten more than $30 of value over the 8 years I've been playing on Java Edition. But again, free to play does not mean that the developers don't get paid for their hard work. In fact, with the current free to play model that most games are taking nowadays, it might even make the developers more money to make their game free to play instead of a flat $30. Actually, let's talk about the free to play model a little bit, because I've mentioned how many games have gone free to play without explaining why they're doing so. It's pretty obvious that free to play would rake in new players, but how can it make more money than a game that has a base price? I like to think about it like two nightclubs. The first nightclub requires you to pay a fee to the bouncer in order to get in, where you can enjoy everything it has to offer. Those who want to pay will get in, but there will also be a lot of people who choose not to come in because of the paywall. The second nightclub lets you come in and enjoy the party for free. No price at the door, you can just come right in. But as you start moving about, you notice that a lot of other people are getting drinks and having a good time. Disclaimer, I am not encouraging drinking alcohol. For YouTube's sake, let's say they're drinking Hawaiian fruit punch. Oh, this stuff goes so hard. In the first nightclub, you only get to experience what it's like once you've already paid and are inside. But in the second one, you get a taste of the fun for free and end up paying money for drinks simply because everyone else is doing it. Yes, I am talking about fruit punch. I now realize how bad this metaphor sounds. The main difference is that the second nightclub gets you into spending money by showing you what other people have and making you want it for yourself. And because there are more people, since it's free to enter, the club makes more money overall. Sure, you have the option of being the one guy that's sitting in the corner drinking a glass of water, #stay hydrated, but there are so many other people buying drinks that the club ends up making more money than the one that charged a flat fee. Also, because it's free to enter, people are more inclined to spend money. Video games have a similar scheme. A paid game locks people out of the community, but a free-to-play game lets you join with no repercussions and proceeds to pressure you into spending money on cosmetics and items. So, is that it? Do I think Minecraft should add a battle pass or just flood their game with cosmetics? Not exactly. I mentioned that there are a lot of games nowadays that are going free to play. Battle royales, tactical shooters, etc. You know what all those games have in common? Aside from being free to play, the other main thing that these games share in common is that they're multiplayer. Well, I guess Genshin Impact isn't necessarily, but it's a gacha game, which, let's be honest, is just legalized gambling. I certainly hope Minecraft doesn't take that route. Behold, you've found the Cave of Jewels banner. You can receive anything from coal to netherite from this ore block, and it'll cost you $10 per block to mine. One of the reasons I hate the free-to-play model for video games is that the game relies on peer pressure to make money. You're sitting there spectating another player after you just died and think, wow, this guy's skin looks really cool. Or maybe your friend got some money for their birthday, so they spend it on the battle pass and get a ton of loot that you wish you had. Free-to-play games are in a constant loop of making players feel like what they have isn't enough, that within themselves is the innate desire to want more, to want what other people have, to be normal. And I've never had to feel that way about Minecraft. The game is pure. It's whatever you want it to be. You can play with friends, or you can play alone, tell your own story, or learn about someone else's. There's no reason to want more because everything you could ever want is right there in front of you. It's up to you to imagine it. When you buy Minecraft, you know exactly what you're buying, and yet the game, the memories, the experiences never fail to be unpredictable. Whether you're paying $7 to play it on your phone, $30 on your computer, or whatever price wherever you live, purchasing Minecraft is an all-access pass to learn more about yourself, what you like to do, the kind of person that you are. And for a lot of us, we'll look back and realize just how good of a deal that really was. Still not paying $3 for dream skins though, fuck you.